During a routine identity check, a Caucasian man suddenly breaks into a run, leading security forces on a desperate chase through a crowded market. This chase occurred at the Sonali border crossing in Uttar Pradesh, near Pillar 516, a high-traffic transit point acting as a primary gateway to Nepal. The officers who cornered him were from the Sashastra Seema Bal, or SSB, the specialized paramilitary force responsible for monitoring India's open borders. The detainee, identified as Jordan Brown, was found carrying $31,000 in cash and 2 mobile phones, but he possessed no passport, no visa, and no official identification of any kind. Brown told investigators he was a tourist who lost his passport in Thailand, subsequently deciding to enter India via an undocumented maritime route. This account required Brown to travel by sea from Thailand to Sri Lanka, then navigate back up to Goa, before finally trekking across the entire Indian landmass to reach the Nepal border, all without a single travel document. During his interrogation, another detail emerged. Brown reportedly claimed to be a former member of the United States Special Forces. This elite military background, combined with a highly improbable travel route, prompted Indian intelligence agencies to immediately launch a high-level national security investigation. Roughly 1,500 kilometers to the east, India's border with Myanmar consists of dense jungles and remote mountain passes, regions that have recently seen similar high-stakes interceptions. Earlier this year, security forces in Mizoram detained an American named Matthew Van Dyke and a group of Ukrainian nationals attempting to re-enter India after an unauthorized stay in Myanmar. An investigation by the National Intelligence Agency revealed that Van Dyke's group had been inside Myanmar providing specialized instruction to regional insurgent groups in modern weapon systems and tactical drone warfare. The presence of foreign advisors training militias in these volatile border zones creates a direct and immediate security risk for India's internal stability. Van Dyke's confirmed activity in the East demonstrated that foreign nationals with combat expertise are actively bypassing border controls, raising the stakes for the investigation into Jordan Brown at Sonoli. Matthew Van Dyke arrived in the region with a public history as a combatant and the founder of his own private military organization. His record includes years spent in major conflict zones, most notably in 2011, when he joined rebel forces in the Libyan civil war to fight against the government of Muammar Gaddafi. Rather than acting as an observer or a journalist, Van Dyke has spent years operating as an active participant and tactical trainer for various armed groups across Syria, Iraq, and Ukraine. Now held in Delhi's Tihar Jail, Van Dyke has spent his court appearances complaining about the local diet, demanding a private kitchen and a steady supply of pasta. Van Dyke's documented history of moving between global conflicts while bypassing official state channels provides the context through which Indian agencies are now viewing the arrest of Jordan Brown. Brown and Van Dyke intersect on 3 points: U.S. nationality, elite military training, and 0 legal entry permits. Both men avoided traditional high-security ports, choosing to move through the most rugged and porous border zones in the subcontinent. Despite these high-profile arrests involving former military personnel, the United States government has issued no public response or intervention regarding either case. This official silence suggests these individuals may be operating within a gray zone, performing shadow operations that stay outside of official state communication. Following these captures, Indian intelligence agencies and state police have launched a coordinated effort to dismantle the networks that facilitate the movement of undocumented foreign operatives. Security is tightening at remote transit points, locking down the geographical choke points that have historically allowed for quiet movement across India's land borders. These arrests signal a shift in India's border policy, moving toward a more aggressive posture, aimed at identifying and neutralizing foreign proxy activity before it gains a foothold in neighboring territories. The series of detentions at Sonoli and Mizoram sends a clear message to the international community. These borders are no longer a permissive environment for undocumented foreign mercenaries.